Hello moms, welcome back to Destiny Busy Mom. New around this blog, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the mom community over here. We're humbled to have you here and we hope that you stick around. So if you haven't subscribed, please kindly hit the subscribe button and tap the bell beside it so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Today I'll be taking you through my back to school checklist for my kids, and also I'll be sharing a few tips on how to prepare for the coming school year. With the holidays fast approaching an end, you're going to need all the help you can get to help you stay productive throughout the coming school year. Without wasting much of your time, let's jump right in. School clothing. The most important school clothing is the school uniform. And most schools have their kids wear their school uniform for most of the week, or at least 3 times a week, like my kids' school. And there are also school clothing like the sportswear and others for different activities for certain days. In my children's school, for instance, they wear school uniform only 3 times out of the 5 school days, while they wear sportswear and another separate shirt which they pair with jeans for days set aside for special activities. So that's school uniform, sportswear, special activities wear. There are also other clothings like extracurricular activities wears. So for instance, my daughter is enrolling for ballet dancing this coming school year. That will be another school clothing to be worried about or to consider getting before school resumes. So you want to check all your school clothing, all the kids' school clothing, and make sure there are no tears, they are still best fit, they're not worn out or just faded and all that. So make sure they are ready, washed, ironed against resumption. If you need to order new ones, plan to do so before school resumes so your kids don't look unkempt and ill prepared when school resumes. So these are things that you should check. Also, don't forget to check their shoes and socks and even underwears and panties. Next is school fees and books. This is the most important, even though some schools might allow you to resume and give you a few weeks before they start asking for school fees. But they are going to need books, so make sure their school fees are ready. A very good tip is to have separate accounts for your kids where you deposit a particular amount monthly or anyhow you choose regularly, so that whenever it's time to pay, it's not overwhelming. Especially if you have 2 or more kids, resumption period could be very overwhelming because of how bulky expenses are during the period. So if you're able to pay their fees before resumption, collect their books and help them get acquainted with them before resumption. So another thing that you need to consider is transportation for your kids. I don't want to assume that everyone has a private means of transporting their kids to and from school. So if you don't have, but your kids' school have a school bus, plan to get them on and off it every single day. If they're going to be following a neighbor, then plan it. Make sure that they're early to school and they're back from school every single day under supervision. Another thing is, if you're a working mom and you want to enroll them into extracurricular activities so that by the time they're closing, you're also closing, then also plan all that. Another important thing to put in your plan is your kids' breakfast and school lunches and snacks. So if your kids' school take care of their lunches, awesome. But if they don't, you have to plan all that ahead so as to save you time used in cracking your head daily, thinking of what to cook or what to make for lunch for them and all that. I have a meal planning video on my channel. You can check that out so that you know how to go about the meal planning process. But if you need a detailed video on meal planning ideas or kids' breakfast, lunches, and snacks, let me know in the comment section below so that I can work on giving you that. That's all we are doing here on this channel. We are helping one another out. You know something, you help me. I know something, I help you. That's what this mom community is all about. Another very important tip is to create workable morning and evening routines that will help school days run smoothly. We know how school runs is in this part of the world, always haphazard, everywhere scattered, things unattended to, things not properly done just because we're in a hurry to school. So planning morning routines and evening routines that will help things run smoothly is awesome. So, as you plan to create morning and evening routines for the new school year, it's advisable you start practicing it in order to help your kids adjust before school resumes. Because if not, they might still be in holiday mode and might find it hard to adjust all of a sudden. Also, try to ensure that your own personal routines, don't clash with theirs, so that your routines and theirs can synergize and overall help everyone have an interesting school year experience. On this channel, I have a homeschooling routine video, so I'd love you to check it out and see how you can also create routines that work for you. A morning routine that involves you getting ready for school without any hassles, and an evening routine that helps you prepare for school days without any hassles. So please check that video out and let me know what you think in the comments section. Also remember to put this in your plan, where your kids will have their haircuts and when they will make their hair. It's important to also plan that so that you can infuse it into your routines. If you prefer weekly or bi-weekly, just infuse it into your routines and make sure it works for you. It's you and your timing that matters, so that you can stay productive and help them be productive in the coming school year too. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm sure you learned a thing or two. Please share your own tips also, and I'll see you in my next video. God bless you.